Welcome back to MovementProfessional.com. So today we're going to look at the 4 Ds of pressure therapy using a massage ball in the pectoral region and using a wall here. So we're going to have a wall with a corner. I'm using a tune-up fitness ball and the alpha ball, which is a good size and has a good give to it to get into the pecs here. And we're also going to use a yoga block to give us a little bit of space from the wall. So first thing we're going to try to do is desensitize to this pressure. So that might mean we have to stay a little bit upright first to see how our body tolerates this pressure as we get into it. If we feel like we're tolerating it all right, what we're going to do is take a step back and we're going to create more lean into the wall. So that creates a little bit more pressure here. Once we can do that, we can really let the ball sink in. Then we just allow that ball to deepen deeper, deeper, deeper into the muscle. And then once we're there, we can start to dissociate our shoulder motion from the motion or the guarding of the pec muscle. So I want to deepen into this pressure, and then I'm going to move my arm overhead, keeping that depth of pressure. So that depth of pressure tells me that my pec muscle isn't trying to do too much of the work. It's not guarding there. It also can create a sense where if I get up high enough, my coracoid process is basically the front part of the shoulder blade. I could keep that from coming forward too much, which then will also tip my shoulder forward and wing my scapula. So this block from the ball can allow my scapula to stay a little bit more stabilized as I go overhead. And then especially when I go behind my back here, I don't want this front of the humerus bone to tip forward too much. I don't want my scapula to wing. So I want to keep this pressure and have that pressure sort of lead the shoulder blade back or keep it stabilized as I reach behind my back. All right, so I'm just going to work through here, see if there's any type of restriction, see if there's any type of guarding response that would make me want to come off the ball. So that's very common as you're moving through here, especially as you're going back. It's almost like you lean back and you fall off the pressure of the ball, or that you just are staying too upright the whole time as a way to offload yourself from the pressure. So we want to first be able to create that depth of pressure. So we have to be able to relax and desensitize to it. Then we want the ball to sink in to create some depth. And then with that depth, without losing that depth, we want to be able to move our shoulder around it. And then the 4th D would be just to spend time there, duration. Spend about 2 minutes just exploring the arc of range. It could be overhead and behind the back, but it can also be out to the side. We can really focus on any angle of shoulder motion that we want, just while we're maintaining that pressure in the pec region. And in the pec region is a broad area, so we can be lower, we could also be higher, and higher has to do a little bit more with the shoulder blade on the backside. But the key is that we maintain that depth of pressure while we're going through that shoulder motion. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If you have any questions, you go to MovementProfessional.com. I'll see you next time.